Welcome to Real Estate Snapshot. I'm Owen.
I'm Philaj Looney.
I'm Megan Cullen. And on this show, we are going to be focusing on covering everything real estate, from the selling process to the home buying process, tips and tricks, and the current market conditions here in Southeast Michigan. We'll hope you'll tune in with us every other week so we can provide you a snapshot into the housing market. So on this episode, we're going to give a snapshot into what's going on into the market right now and some of our predictions going into 2022.
So for me personally, I don't think the market is going in a great direction because housing prices are probably going to go up and then rates as well are going to go up.
Looking at the backside of
say-
things on a more numbers basis, mortgage side, houses are increasing by 7% this year, guesstimated, and incongruently, mortgage rates are also raising due to inflation.
Okay.
So therefore, we are going to be in a very kind of volatile market.
Yeah, and I see that, average forecasts for rates right now is probably going to be like a 4. Do you think that's, sounds good or?
I would say in the next month, by the end of March, I would predict that we would be at a par 4, meaning
Okay.
we would be at a good place, meaning like that would be where it would be in the middle.
Okay. And then, so do you foresee them going above that? And if so, why might you think that?
So based off like the geopolitical environment of the world, I would say, not to be so serious, but based off like things with Russia and Ukraine, obviously that's going to either impact our rates and put them in a stable position due to the uncertainty in the market, or it's going to slightly increase them.
Okay.
So obviously we have our own inflation standpoints in the United States with our economy, and then we also have the world environment, which is also going to cause us another wave through our market.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And then as far as home prices and things like that, what are you thinking, Megan?
Yeah, I think it's really interesting. I think the most interesting part is we see all these appraisal gap guarantees in the market right now. So it's increasing not only the value of your home, but all of your neighbors' homes, the neighborhood. So we see these crazy appraisals, and you just keep seeing the houses go up, go up, go up. So I think, if you're looking to sell in the next year, your value is could potentially be higher because your neighbors is so high.
So question for you guys. In the last few months, I knew that in the beginning of the year, of last year and coming into this year, there was a lot more appraisal gaps and guarantees being put into as contingencies. Are you guys still seeing that in the market?
Yeah, we're still seeing a lot of them right now, and they're pretty consistent, I would say. I mean, I'm not sure your experience, but
I think it depends on the area you're in. It depends how well the house is priced by the agent, of course. But I would say the demand is so high and there's not enough supply for everyone. So it's still one of those things that if you put it in, you're going to win a house.
Right.
Yeah, because going back to this month's supply, back in 2020 we were at almost 3 months supply, but right now we're at like a 1.3 month supply.
Exactly.
So it's pretty low.
Yeah, and same with the average days on market. So in 2020 we were at 36, 2021 35, and now coming into 2022, in just the month of January, we're already down to 24 days on market. So that's kind of interesting to me because I would have thought it's going to slow down a little more, but it's almost the opposite. Now houses are going even faster.
And I personally think that's going to drive prices to not drop, but appreciate and go up probably a pretty significant amount,
I agree.
7 to 10%.
I agree. I'm also seeing that, like, for instance, on some of Owen and I's clients, they will ask us what is our estimated professional opinion on what we should go in purchase price wise.
Yeah.
And then especially being on the loan side, what makes sense, what's actually going to be funded on, what's not going to cost them $10,000 out of pocket above appraisal. And it's kind of a mess all over the place.
I was going to ask you, how is it from the lending side seeing appraisal gap guarantees?
Obviously, it depends on obviously the loan program and whether they're first time home buyers and how much they're initially choosing to put down and what type of bracket they fit into. But realistically, when it comes to an appraisal guarantee, the lender's out of it.
Yeah.
They're not going to fund on it. Yeah. So if you can't afford that out of pocket expense, including your down payment, including your closing costs, it's probably not the house for you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a negative, but I mean, unfortunately, that's where it is.
Yeah.
It's the sad truth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be definitely interesting to see where the market exactly goes
Right.
this year. I think we will see maybe a slowdown a little bit, but I think it'll be mainly a seller's market still.
Push some
Because
more
we're
buyers
gonna,
out
coming
there.
into spring and summer, I already have clients like lining up. They're like, hey, we're ready to look this year. Like, we're ready to buy. So, I mean, the demand's never really gonna go away. It's more of just hopefully there'll be some more supply to meet those demands.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time on Real Estate Snapshot. Have a good one.